G'day gamers and welcome back. It seems like it's been a week. Wait, it has been a week. To the gaming news reactions, opinions, and in today's gaming, world, we're going to talk about that CD Projekt Red have actually come out and started giving us a few little hints and tidbits and a little bit of towards all these microtransactions around what service they will be giving around Cyberpunk 2077. And then that's pretty much it. I'm going to talk a bit about sort of my opinions towards what this whole EA Battlefront 2 and Disney issues around microtransactions are today. So guys, don't forget, if you've already made up your opinions on all of these things, write them down in the comment section down below. Yeah!
Mad Mikeey Gaming.
That's right guys, I'm Mad Mikeey and I come from the bloody land down under. And as I said, in today's show we're going to be talking about Cyberpunk 2077. In case you guys don't know, that is from CD Projekt Red, the creators of perhaps one of the greatest games ever made, The Witcher 3. I've been playing a damn close game to that, and that's Assassin's Creed Origins. So today, CD Projekt Red has come forward to assure fans that Cyberpunk 2077, it's coming open world RPG, will be a massive experience and won't be compromised by microtransactions. And the crowd goes wild. In response to a report of the studio considering a games as a service model for Cyberpunk 2077, on their Twitter account they said, "Worry not! When thinking of Cyberpunk 2077, think nothing less than The Witcher 3. Huge, single-player, open-world, story-driven RPG. No hidden catch, you'll get what you pay for, the developer added. No bullshit, just honest gaming like the Wild Hunt. We'll leave the greed to the others." Take that. That's a big punch up the goalies to like the likes of EA Games and a lot of the other game developers out there that are really testing the waters with their big guys, with their big games, you know, coming out and then wanting a bit more money. Cyberpunk 2077 is progressing as planned, but we are taking our time, according to comments from a visual artist, Jose. These bloody last names get me every time. Cyberpunk 2077, jeez, if I have to say that one more time, is far, far bigger than the studio's prior work. So first things first, I'm bloody excited about Cyberpunk 2077. I know CD Projekt Red have not been saying much about it, but for them to come out and just assure their fans, I mean, CD Projekt Red are one of my favorite game developers, along with Remedy. They're the guys that will sort of, you know, just bring out a single player experience, and as they said, no bullshit, and just give the game that they want, what we want, well, most of us want, when we want it, which is when they are done. So not now. Now, I just wanted to sort of, because it's been about a week, I know a lot of people have been sort of on YouTube talking about the whole big EA microtransaction controversy. I've actually part of a podcast, the hashtag GamerNation podcast. Go check us out. We're on SoundCloud and on iTunes and Google Play, whatever it is that you listen to your podcast player of choice, so to speak. We go into quite a bit in depth there today. It's currently on SoundCloud and will be out tomorrow morning in the US of A on iTunes and Google. It's more of a gamers, we need to have a chat. Now, over the past few weeks, I've been reading up about all these things, and like there's been death threats to developers. Then it was sort of reported this guy maybe wasn't a developer in Battlefront 2. Again, guys, this is not cool. Sending death threats to developers, as sort of CD Projekt Red did say, we'll leave the greed to the others. Now, they're the corporate guys. They're not. I mean, do you think the DICE, Visceral, all those guys? They just want to make the game. They're there to make the game. They leave the corporate decisions to the corporate guys. So they're there making the game. So guys, you really need to leave those poor developers that are putting in those long hours to give us the game. I bought Battlefront 2. It's probably going to be the last EA game I do buy. But to understand this whole thing, you need to really look at the success of games like Overwatch and CSGO. They've really hit their niche. Now, I understand with the purchase of Disney, Disney purchasing, LucasArts for like $4.05 billion. There's always if they want to spend that money, they want to return in their investment because they are a business. They spend money to make money. And the same with EA. They've paid for their for the ability to be able to license out Star Wars games, which they've got for 10 years. Now, look, for all they've bought out, they've only bought us 2 Battlefront games, and the rest are like your iPhone games that, again, microtransactions, spend money, or grind, which is very much in vein of what they're going to be doing for the current Battlefront 2 game. At this moment, they have sort of pulled that off, and they are looking at alternative measures of how they can make money off of this. Now, a lot of people complained from Battlefront 1 that DLC was not the way they go. They did not like that idea. Fair enough. So then with Battlefront 2, they've come out and they've said, look, we're going to give you all this free DLC. It's going to be an ongoing service. But to give that free service, they still need to make money. Now, the way that they're making the money, yeah, that's a bit of a problem. The pay-to-win model, nobody likes the pay-to-win model. It's very assumptuous and very arrogant of EA to be doing this in that way. I'm sure that they wish that they could do this exactly like Overwatch, with different skins, with different models, but with Disney controlling and being very controlling of the whole Star Wars universe. They're trying to establish their footprint in there, so they don't want their new canon to be messed with. EA are trying to sort of stay in that canon world. It's very hard from both sides. So I mean, EA just can't give you these goofy looking sort of Halloween type skin models, so they had to look another way. And again, this is all just assumptions. This is me just being the way I am. I'm trying to look at both sides, and it's a very fine line with this. I, for one, won't be paying for microtransactions. I'll just grind that game out. I'll play it until I'm done with it. The main reason that I did buy Star Wars was basically for the canon story, which is however long. But I'm happy paying that amount of money for that. The added bonus is that there's going to be seasons of online that I might play. I'm not a very big online player. But that's just basically my stance on this whole situation. We need to understand that A, the companies spend money to make money. Are they going about it the right way? Are EA Games an ethical company? Probably not. But they did spend money and they want to get a return on it. You could just say, Mikeey, why don't they just bring us out more games? I don't know. I don't know why they cancelled the new single player game that they've been working on for so long and changing up the whole way of how they want to do it. I just don't know. And until I think we as gamers are doing the right thing by complaining about this, but we've got to do it in a respectful way. Don't go for the developers, go for the big wigs. Don't maybe death threat them. That's not cool. These guys are people like you and me. I applaud the passion, but there's other ways to go about it. But guys, that's it for today's gaming news. Remember, if you do like the video, the show that I put on today, give us a thumbs up, a like, a share, a subscribe, put the notifications on there so you don't miss any. I will endeavor to be on a bit more, but there have been other factors, like there haven't been that much gaming news around this time of year. I haven't been well, I've been busy with other things, so I will endeavor to be here when I can be. But guys, until then, enjoy the games you are playing, and I will see you hopefully tomorrow, the next day, but I'll see you again later. Bye guys.